way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Hurts.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Thunderbirds lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14, Lions, 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That's good for a Lions.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. They've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Moves in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
That's good for a Lions. the 34-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The Lions at 6-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind. And the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First throw taken in by Diggs.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And touchdown!
Tank Dell.
72 yards.
And the Thunderbirds take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the counter, ETN.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Thunderbirds continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half.
Thunderbirds 35, Lions nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. Okay, ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
This to Laporta, right side.
And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to try and throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Completes it right side to Cooper.
Down the sideline he goes. Amari Cooper.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Amari Cooper, 57 yards.
And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got him in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man, Dell.
And just shedding him off there. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurts.
The left side caught by Diggs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
This 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the ready. Buffalo 18.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw here's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he stopped immediately there. And quickly, they get to the line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
ETN on the toss right.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Thunderbirds just continue to roll.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. Pushing his way through. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Now he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go play action with Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Thunderbirds extend their lead yet again.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
A handoff running left is Etienne.
Oh, he shifts past him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
116 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts sets up to throw it.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
65.
They're going to look to throw.
Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
First down goal at the 4-yard line.
On the jet sweep, this is Dell.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Gain of a yard.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Brevin Jordan.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Thunderbirds get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go now. Track 60.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old? And dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown! Marquise Brown, 31 yards.
And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
66, Lions 7.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. First down,
off the option. Here's Etienne.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Hey, let's go.
Back to throw here.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And he's brought down.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Thunderbirds continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
3rd and 20.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Rolling to his right. And my goodness, another interception. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they